told you, and you ain't going to. Now you in yourself, cause look at me, look at me. You made me. Hate in your heart, I got you sick, huh? Poppin' looking like a big dub. Everybody digging what you should have been done.
And what up? What's good with y'all? Aight, so what are we getting into today? Alright, man, so if you watched the last video, you guys know that I went and picked up the SC300. It is at home. Man, last night I was sitting here working on this thing, got a lot of shit done to it. Got things cleaned up, things where they needed to be. Wires and stuff tucked away, pretty much just going over the car, getting it ready. Well, last night when I got it off of the jack stands and back on the floor, I was like, all right, let me just make sure this thing's gonna start up and let it run for a second. And let me open this garage. And once I was all done, for some reason, I had no fuel pump. Fuel pump wouldn't turn on. Took the big ass bolt off here. Usually this is a banjo bolt for a vacuum, but took that big ass bolt off, sprayed hella brake cleaner in there, capped it back, went to start it up, and guess what happened? It fired up for a second and ran briefly. So definitely indication that for some reason, I don't know why, the fuel pumps just aren't turning on now. So went, checked, pretty much backtracked all the wiring. All the fuses are good. I can hear the relay clicking. The circuit breaker over here, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I might bypass this thing today. This is literally just a circuit breaker, but this has been on here since I've had the car. This used to be my old kill switch, but I really don't need it no more because it's a track car and ain't nobody fucking stealing Lexuses, so I might have to just bypass that. But what I did notice is going through everything, fucking terminals were loose, even the circuit breaker was loose, so I don't know if having a bad connection, you know, maybe shorted or something, but yeah. So today, trying to figure it out. Literally got to be at the dyno in a couple hours, so gotta see if I can figure this out before my dyno time. Let's see. Just double check, see if we make sure we don't got fuel pump today. Oh my god, now the fuel pump's working. Bro, you gotta be fucking shitting me. I don't like that though, because I could be on the dyno today and the shit might not want to do shit. So yeah, let me just double check this. I don't like that. Let me double check this. I'll be right back with y'all. All right, yep. It is doing it again now. Watch. Now the fuel pump ain't gonna turn on. Y'all just heard it turn on just now. There we go. No fuel pump. All right, so, fuck, do I have a voltmeter here? I could check that before and after the circuit breaker to see if it's getting power. But I mean, I could just bypass it right now, just disconnect it. Because all it is acting as a bridge, and I really don't need that thing. So maybe I'll disconnect it, try to hook it up directly to power. That way the relay just has direct power and right off the battery, and then see if that does anything. But we have no fuel pump again, so I'll be back with y'all, man. I'll be back. All right, just bypassed the circuit breaker. Still no fuel pump. No fuel pump after circuit breaker, so next indication, only thing I can think of is checking the relay. Ah, holy fuck, bruh. Finally got this shit to start up. Holy fuck. Alright. So yeah, finally got this thing to start up. Damn, this took freaking forever. I'm already late to my dyno appointment. God, this is so fucking annoying. Right now it's on and running. They gotta come check this shit. They got some shit to deal with, but I fucking hate wiring, bro. Fucking hate wiring, but I got it to fire up. Alright, still got the car running. Car's been sitting here running shit for a cool little minute. Now that it's running, I'm checking. I want to say this feels a little on the hot side, but this one right here, this motherfucker's hot. That one is, this wire right here is getting hot. And you can see it's a horrible connection, so I'm about to get this tightened up. Try to turn it off since it turns back on, but yep, I want to say this might be the culprit. That shit's getting hella hot though. I literally burnt my damn finger when I touched that checking it. It's insane, the amount of shit that's just loose and the amount of fucking backtracking and wiring that I had to do was just stupid, bro. Stupid. Alright. Found a good amount of shit, man. But it looks like it's running now. I'm about to turn it off and make sure it's gonna turn back on. Let's see if we get this fuel pump to prime again. Come on. Let's turn it on again. Fucking A. Come on, baby. Also, what I found is this point on the relay is getting hella hot. And when I checked this, I was like, it has to have a bad connection. Turns out it does have a bad connection. I go to tighten it up. Check this out. Somebody already broke this shit. Like, it just keeps spinning. I don't want to spin it anymore, but it literally keeps spinning, and that's where the bad connection is coming from. But yeah, this wire is getting, it was getting hot. It's cooling off now that the connection is thinner, but inside of there is broken. So this this fusible link right here needs to get replaced. I think this is where the problem is. On top of that, I bypassed the circuit breaker, just did some ghetto shit for now, but it's working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this all the way back, shorten it up, get it to where I want it to. Technically, I really need to get it to come into the battery box from the bottom. That way the top can go over here and it'll be a full sealed setup. But I need to get this under the box, coming up, put a fitting on it. That way we can mount it down to the battery, because the old one was too small and I don't want to drill it out, so I'd rather get the right size. But yeah, this has been an interesting morning slash night, but it's running. It is running. All right, just getting here to Geist right now, getting ready to unload this thing. I need to get in contact with Lawrence, but I think Geist on the dyno, just to let him know I did arrive. So Lawrence is gonna be remote tuning this. It took a little longer than what I should have to get here, and that's because the dash damn near flew out the car. It's funny because I was just complaining about this on how it should have been more secure at the bottom with some more push buttons, because right now it's only 2 in there, and we originally talked about having a brace down here to support this thing upward like that, and then I wanted to do another 2 sets of pins. That way it was 4 in the corners and then 2 right here with the brace, and then it would have, you know, been supported, basically triangulated best as possible, and that could have been avoided. So yeah, I need to once I get this off, I need to check the wiring under here, make sure it didn't rip nothing out. But I just want to survive the dyno. I just want to survive the dyno. That's all I want to do today. Survive the dyno. At this point, I'm already in disbelief. Like, I want to say disbelief. Just delulu right now, towards it's like nothing surprises me at this point. I just need to get this thing to make power, and then I can finish up what needs to be finished up. Just needed to make power, man. I just need the dyno to go smooth today. That is it. I'm not gonna ask for much. I'm not asking for crazy power. Realistically, I just want this thing to make between 500 and 600 horsepower, and I'm done. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's all I want. Are we gonna have fuel pumps? All right, at least we got fuel pumps. Don't do that to me. All right, let's get this thing unloaded. I'm gonna also bump up the idle a little bit if Lawrence tells me it needs to be bumped up. Over and down is reverse too. It's a 5-speed. So I think now that my adrenaline and everything is worn off and I'm not moving and working, my sleep deprivation, what's the word? Sleep deflammation? No.
Defamation of character?
No, not that one. When you're tired, you ain't get no sleep. Deep, it's start with D. Deprivation? You know what I'm talking about, right?
You're tired?
Yeah. Not deprived.
Deprived.
It's not deprived. It's another word for it. It's cool. They'll tell me in the comments. They always do. That one. I'm ready to fall asleep. Fuck around, put the camera in the corner and just lay here and let it record the whole time. Getting ready to get it strapped down now. And we'll just see if this thing survives. I just need between 500 and 600 horsepower. That's it. That is not asking for much on this. I can guarantee and bet you, y'all ain't never seen a nigga get ready to get his car dynoed and get a windshield installed at the same time. Seen it here first. Getting gooed up.
No.
Hell no, that should be on your finger for hella long. Yeah, I was supposed to be doing my corner glasses, but one ended up being broken, and then the other one's in the car. But I actually have I found 2, so I'm gonna be putting 2 new ones on here with all the new trim and shit. Alright, so we've been tuning this thing for probably about the last hour, and of course as we doing this we gotta go over some stuff. I just got done redoing the wastegate lines to the boost controller because they were flipped backwards. We kept hitting boost cut. I'm actually on the phone with Lawrence right now. I've been operating the dyno, so I haven't been updating y'all with the video, but we're getting ready to do a pull right now, so yeah. Alright Lawrence, you ready? I'm about to start it up.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Here we go. Oh, what the? Oh, forgot. I switched it to momentary. I forgot we did switch it over. Alright. Unlocking the dyno. You want to go to 45?
Yeah, go to 45. If I have to get some heat into the motor, cool down. It's at 138.
Alright.
So maybe get to like 160, 165, then give me a pull.
Alright, let me just let it warm up or just roll it?
Oh, just roll it. Yeah, warm up quicker.
My bad, I forgot to unlock the dyno. Precision.
I was just having hell issues with turbo sparks the other day. The orifice was big enough to be stretchable.
Well, I don't know. I don't remember what springs in here.
Was it from your another one of your old cars?
No, this is a brand new gate.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll try it. We'll try it. With a 25-pound cut. Just see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. This motor might not lift this off the dyno.
Don't say that.
No, it should be fine. But it's gonna be up there. That's what's gonna be pretty high. So let's see. 25, 30, 40, 40.2, 40.2.
I mean, we got a lot of wastegate springs here if we need to pull this off and swap it.
is, and then we're gonna end up going, yeah, we need to change it anyways, unless you want like 700 horse or more power than you want to have as minimum. So do this. That line that goes to the bottom port.
You want to pressurize it to see when the spring
Yeah,
pops?
see if it's got a leak. Yeah, maybe if you put a plug in the bottom, you know, there's multiple, there's two holes, so I think, and you gotta plug the other one. So you might not even put the plug in it. I think it's just leaking out.
All right, let me check it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so just pull the line off and blow through it. You shouldn't be able to blow through it.
All right, I'm gonna check on the top port or side port, right?
The bottom port, yeah. Our issue's the bottom port, it's not the top port.
All right.
Our top port's to make boost. Our issues, we're making too much, so it's bottom port.
All right, I'm gonna check it right now. 1 second.
Okay.
All right, so wastegate off. For some reason, this thing is making more boost than we want. And Lauren said this thing's probably gonna end up fucking around and being like 700 some horsepower if we keep going this route. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this we pulled the wastegate off already. We're about to check the spring right now to see what springs are in here. And then we're gonna try to pull some springs out to get it to probably roughly around 10 to 12 pounds on wastegate, and then he can use the boost controller to do the rest. But I only want 600. That's it. 600, and then we're gonna manipulate the torque, and then we should, if everything goes as planned, we should have more torque than horsepower. Is gonna be the goal on here, or get them close to matching as possible. So we're gonna pretty much pull boost out at the top end, but down low, he's gonna ramp hella boost in the mid-range to get the turbo to spool up faster, which will equal more torque. So probably in the mid-range, we might see 25 pounds, and then up top, it'll taper back down. So we're trying to focus on mid-range and getting the torque number. All right, we just got this back together. Had two springs in there, removed one. Hopefully this is gonna be about 14 pounds. So about to get back on the call with Lawrence and get back to tuning this thing. All right, car back running. Back running, baby. I think this is the most I've worked in the car in a very long time. Very long time. Off no sleep, 2 Red Bulls. Gotta chase that Red Bull with some water. So thirsty. Alright, I think this is my first pull. I get to record outside. I don't even know if it's gonna be a full pull because we've been hitting boost cut this whole time. So hopefully this pull right here, it's not gonna be more than like 15 pounds. Again, we could easily make 700 plus horsepower if we wanted to. Probably, yeah. But we couldn't, if we pushed it, we could make in the 7s. We had cams and shit, then we could easily push this thing into 800 plus, but I just want 600. I just want 600. I keep saying that. I can't emphasize that enough. At 600 horsepower, this will be hella fun. And when I first did my 2JZ swap in this car, back in the day, the OG number that this made was 630 horsepower. So it'll pretty much feel like when I was making 600 and I thought the shit was hella fast. That's better than 25. I said that's better than 25 pounds of boost.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah, you know, you do your thing. You give me, you know, 22 pounds or so with the wastegate or the controller. Give me a fuck ton of torque.
Yeah, 10 pounds. If that thing's got good boost control and doesn't creep, which it probably doesn't, it's actually fine. We might be at maxed out 20. I don't know if we can hit that number. We'll see. If that turbo does a good job, then we should be close to 600 by 20. But I think we need 25 to make the number. We'll see. Gs are always very efficient, so the car will probably make more power than a GTE at the same boost level. So it may be impressive for the boost. But let's see.
Man, don't make us pull this wastegate off and put that spring back in there, Lawrence.
We might have to. At least put that smaller one in, that natural one, or put that little extra one.
Fuck that. I will put a 4-port on here before I do that shit again.
There you go. Yeah. That'll fix it.
I got one laying around too.
Yeah, I mean, 10 pounds perfect for the 4-port, so.
Straight pipe JC style. I'm about to buffle this shit. Lawrence, we're making just as much power as a stock LS1 right now.
Oh, really?
LS1 with a LS6 intake manifold and some long tubes. No cam.
Like 325 or something. Oh, okay.
Alright, so the little issue that we're running into is the map sensor is kind of wigging. Internal map sensor on the ECU. So we're gonna see what this one does, but we might be maxed out on spring pressure because we're only sending like 9-10 pounds. But let's see what this does. Whatever that was, I did not like it. Pretty sure that was the boost cut. Had to be. like this thing is acting right. It's actually making some power. Getting close to my 600 goal. I think we're pretty much tapped out. Almost getting there, at least. Getting close to finishing this up. That definitely added more boost. So we're pretty much fucking with the boost controller, trying to get more boost out of it. We're only getting about 9 to 10 pounds on wastegate now that we put just the red spring in there. Or did we use? I think we used just the green spring. But Lawrence is fucking with the boost control right now, trying to get us a little bit more boost. I think right now we're at 20 pounds or so, trying to get to like 22 to 25. And that should get us right at 600. We're mid 500s right now. Timing's in it. And he still has to add the boost ramp again to spool the turbo up faster so we can get some more torque out of it. So Lawrence is, you know, doing his thing, but we should be roughly right there. I said I want between 550 and 600, and yeah, we're already at the 550 horsepower mark. So yeah, it's roughly right where I want it to be at, getting close. So we'll just keep chucking away at this and we should be done pretty soon. All right, y'all can see SE off the dyno. Final numbers right here. 579 horsepower, 551 foot-pounds of torque. Close to matching power and torque exactly how I stated. Only thing that sucks is where it makes the torque at. Lawrence doesn't like this. He wanted this to be a bit higher, so since that turbo in there is fucking missing a tooth, it's broken and all kind of shit, I'm gonna be swapping that out. So the goal is to have about 400 some foot-pounds of torque right in this 4,000 RPM range. That's what we're gonna be going for. So I'm gonna be swapping this what's the shit, G35 1050 out to a G35 900. And Lawrence said we should be able to make the same peak power but get that thing to spool up and make the torque number. So I'm gonna go get this thing loaded up real quick. We got Geif over here working on his daily. Overall, I'm glad I survived the dyno though. Survived the dyno. Shit sounds healthy. So now that that's all done, I can finally get on to the cleanup process. Almost at the home stretch. I'm gonna call Paradox on my way home. That way I can get this thing scheduled in for a wrap. With all the body imperfections, that thing has to have a crazy livery on it. I don't want to send it to a body shop and do none of that. I'm wrapping over all that shit. I'm wrapping over rust, whatever. All I'm gonna do is probably wet sand it to where it's smooth. I'm wrapping over the rivets, everything. Let's get this shit loaded. And then I can go home and relax, bro. I'm so tired. I love y'all greatly, man. Hopefully my SC people are happy. And I promise y'all, for the next probably couple weeks, I'm just focusing on nothing but Jay-Z content, unless it's something related to having fun, man. So, love y'all, thank y'all. I know it's been a long wait. Appreciate y'all for waiting and rocking this whole time. I neglected my Jay-Z / SC people for long enough, man. That's what I'm most known for, is my SCs and Jay-Zs. That's what birthed the channel. And all my day ones that's been here since then, just kind of just enjoying the other content since we veered off a lot of different directions. Appreciate y'all for staying. Love y'all. Feels good to have my OG day one car back, man.